Fist of Vengeance, Chapter 5. Briefing. Peter landed in an alley somewhere near the coast of Florida, and his suit removed itself. He shouldered the backpack that was in his grip, which contained a change of clothes and a water bottle for his journey. He emerged from the alley, making sure he looked as inconspicuous as he could possibly manage as he looked for the closest restaurant. "Absolutely not," he muttered. "What's wrong with McDonald's?" Conchu asked from inside his avatar's head. "Everything," Peter retorted quietly. He walked into a nearby Wendy's and ordered. He paid in cash, ignoring the furtive glances of the admittedly cute cashier Destiny, and played off her flirting as nicely as possible. He sat at a table and decided to people-watch through the window until his order was ready. "Peter!" Destiny called for his order. Peter stood and collected said order, turning to go back to his seat when Destiny stopped him. You wouldn't happen to be available tomorrow, would you?" she asked, shifting her weight from foot to foot with a cutesy expression on her face. "No, sorry, I've got plans," Peter shrugged apologetically. "And besides, I'm not interested in going on dates right now." He turned again, but stopped when she grabbed his wrist. "Wait, what about next weekend?" she asked. "We don't even have to go anywhere, just back to my place and—" "I said," he cut her off, flashing his glowing white eyes, "not interested." Normally, he wouldn't have done that so quickly, but he was on a tight schedule and a little stressed at the moment. Destiny got scared and backed off. She may have been the assertive type, but she wasn't that assertive. "You can have a surprising effect on people," Conchu muttered as Peter sat down, visible only to his avatar. The moon god was dressed in a white tux for some reason. Not like I tried to," Peter muttered back. He munched on his sandwich. Sure. "Anything you want to talk about while we're here, you short-necked ostrich?" "Must you insult me at every turn?" Conchu asked, irritated. "Yes," Peter smirked. "Mainly because it's enjoyable." Conchu groaned. "Anyway, how much do you know about Egyptian mythology?" "Not much," Peter admitted. Osiris is the god of the dead, Horus is sky, Ra is sun, Set is war and chaos, Anubis is... Forgive me, I forgot what Anubis is. Set killed Osiris and took Horus's eye, and that's about all I know." You hardly know anything," Conchu muttered. "Anyway, do you remember what you humans call the world wars? Well, none of us in our pantheon ever expected those to happen. Not even Set did, but that's the thing. They were so large and deadly that he was practically addicted to the carnage of both. Now that there hasn't been another in 2 weeks from 80 years, he seems to think it's high time for another." "That's problematic." Peter frowned, finishing his sandwich. "Thus, he's been gathering allies," Conchu sighed. "And Amit is one of them." "Amit?" Peter asked, a worried expression on his face. "The unnaturally hot crocodile-headed goddess of execution." Conchu pulled a phone from one of his pockets and showed Peter a picture. "She joined Set because she, and I quote, didn't have enough souls to devour." Peter's eyebrows shot up and as he focused on the phone. "Naturally hot is right. And I ain't no furry." "Just wait till you hear her voice," Conchu shivered. "She literally makes an Egyptian accent sound like the best thing this side of the Nile. Normally, I would try a relationship, but she has issues." "Disappointing," Peter muttered. "Do you have a voice recording?" "Unfortunately, no," Conchu answered. "Also disappointing," Peter shrugged in acceptance. "So, who are Set's other allies?" "Hapi, the flooding of the Nile, Sobek, might and power, some of the other minor deities," Conchu said. "By far the most unexpected, however, is Horus." "Horus is aligned with Set?" Peter asked. Weird. You're telling me, Khonshu agreed. My guess is that he was manipulated into joining him. You may know this already, but Horus is quite young and naive compared to the rest of us. He shares this with his avatar, Vivian Meyer. Peter nearly choked on his fries. I'm sorry, who? Vivian Meyer. Do you know her? Khonshu tilted his head. Yeah, Peter couldn't really get the words out of his mouth. She's a classmate of mine. Khonshu looked good and hard at Peter. You like her, don't you? Was that obvious? Yeah. Well, let me finish my dinner, then we'll go, Peter said. Right, Khonshu said, vanishing. Not that anyone except Peter could see him anyway. Peter finished his meal and exited the Wendy's. He found a different, deeper alley and summoned his suit as the wind picked up. God, I pity the person who has to do special effects for this, Peter muttered, flying upward. What? Khonshu was confused. Nothing, Peter said as he soared off into the night, again eclipsing the moon.